Hello and welcome to T, South Dakota. We've got a cloudy, little breezy day here for softball, but as I always love to say, it is a beautiful day for softball. I'm Zac Spear on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in and joining as the Yankton Gazelles will have their two final games of the regular season, both today, and both will be on Yankton streaming. All of our Yankton Athletics are presented by First Dakota National Bank of Yankton. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey with two locations, downtown and North Broadway, Yankton. Of course, this is the Yankton Medical Clinic pregame show. The Yankton Medical Clinic, so much care, so close to home. We've got first pitch set for 12 o'clock, of course, live now with our pregame show. But for this game, a little odd, but having no school, it leaves a little bit more flexibility for when you're able to have a game, of course. And noon was the time they found, as this game was originally slotted to be played on Monday. Of course, that was going to be in Yankton on Monday. And, well, weather just did not cooperate. And that's been the case here the last week or so around the state. So many games being delayed, pushed back in AA, in A, and Class B, as well as in baseball. So many of these games have just not been able to be played because of the weather. Now we're getting towards the end of the season where so many of them have to be canceled rather than postponed. So just glad to have this game here right now. The T Area Titans, it was originally set to be played in Yankton, but has been moved now here into T, as the Gazelles, after this game, will then be headed to Sioux Falls as they'll take on the top-ranked Harrisburg Tigers. So a twofer today. Varsity will start here at noon. The JV team to follow against T after. And then in Harrisburg, or I should say in Sioux Falls against Harrisburg, it'll be JV first, varsity next. For today, since I'm already here, might as well, we'll cover the junior varsity game as well. It'll be a stream only, or a video only. Won't be doing play-by-play. I've got some other things I've got to work on, get wrapped up, but we'll still have a scoreboard and everything, so you'll be able to keep up with the junior varsity game as well after this one wraps up, when we're done chatting with Coach Muth, as well as we'll see if one of the Gazelles chats with us if Yankton comes out with a win. I'll look into some of the numbers here for this game. Yankton's record coming into this game is 6-11, while T Area enters with a 4-9 record. Even though Yankton technically has the better record, T Area sits at the 11th spot in the standings, with Yankton at 13th. Yankton played last Tuesday. They've had some time off here over a week. It was a big win, 15-3 over Beersford on senior night. And if you're going to get a win, get it on senior night, and that they did in Yankton. Again, your final score is 15-3. T Area was last in action just yesterday as they took on Pierre in an early game in which they fell in a nail-biter 7-6. And I read we did get a walk-off base hit from the Governors that gave them the victory in the bottom of the 7th. So T Area, last in action, fell to Pierre. Last year, these teams did face off in the regular season. It was early in the year, and T Area was able to get the win. The final score was 10-0. Now, I'm not sure if you remember, but last year in T Area was about the windiest day of softball I have ever been involved in. We had gusts probably 40-plus mile an hour last time we were here. I left this field covered in dirt. I was completely orange because the wind was blowing right into me. So I don't mind a little breeze and cloudy as long as I don't have dust blowing in my face the whole game. But that's the last time these teams faced off as far as how much they score and how much they allow per game. Yankton scores 6.1 runs per game. T Area the same amount. So the offenses so far this year have been very evenly matched. Now, the slight difference is runs allowed per game, and it's still less than 1 run per game. Yankton gives up 9.5 runs per game, while T Area 10.3 runs per game. That's only a 0.8 runs per game difference. So this really could be an interesting game as the teams look very evenly matched up. They score the same amount of runs per game. T Area gives up about 1 more run per game. Expect an even game that could possibly go into the bottom of the 7th inning. Which team is going to get the bats rolling first? That could be the difference in this one as they score the same amount of runs per game. You know, if you're playing with the lead throughout the whole time and you can kind of guess maybe you're going to be even throughout the rest of the game, you usually should think, if I can get an early lead, hang on to it. maybe the batters are going to be a little more aggressive at the plate than normal. As I just was chatting there, apologize for the quick break. Muth made a comment, shouldn't be as much dirt today, and very true about that. But again, I wouldn't be surprised if the batters were a little bit more aggressive at the plate because they know one of these teams is going to have a better than regular offensive game, as on the flip side, you're going to see very similar play. Again, T-Area comes in this game 4-9. They played just yesterday in an early game in Pierre in which they fell. Yankton has had quite the break, over a week since they have last played. So we'll see if that makes the difference, if there's a little rust from Yankton. But of course, you're practicing every day. They had graduation mixed in, so busy as can be. But with T-Area, again, just playing yesterday, you wonder, hopefully everyone's up to full strength, full energy, and everything good to go. Of course, we don't know for sure, but should be in for a great game. Yankton, the 13th seed in AA, T-Area number 11. Both teams trying there on the final day of the regular season for each of them to try and bolster their record and bolster their seed points to try and move up in the SODAC 16. Now, neither of these teams, I can't say guaranteed, but more likely than not, neither of these teams will be hosting a SODAC 16 game, as you got to be in the top 8. But if you can try and work up a spot or two and get a slightly more favorable matchup and a chance to head to the state tournament, you're going to do everything that you can. Now, ahead of this game, I actually do not have interviews prepared for this one, as with Coach Utes, it's Emmy Utes for the T-Area Titans. Well, she had a busy schedule. Couldn't get anything lined up. That's no problem. Did chat a little bit with her, though, about her team. With Jill Muth, I got the interview done, and wouldn't you believe it, accidentally deleted that one. So we will not have any interviews today on our pregame, but we will have more stats, numbers, things to follow, other games going around in the state, and what you should know about Gazelle softball. That's all here on Yankton streaming on YouTube. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Franny Kiefer with the Yankton School District Alumni Association. We strive to create a community of alumni and friends who support extracurricular and educational opportunities in the Yankton School District through scholarships, grants, innovative education opportunities, and staff appreciation. With us, you will keep connected to a community of Yankton School District alumni and friends all over. You can help continue to pay it forward and help future graduates. Register today at the Yankton School District Alumni Association website.
My name is Kyler Johnson, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. Elkhorn Valley Bank is different from your national banks in that you get that personal relationship, that personal touch. We care about our customers. The bank cares about its employees. You have an impact on the local community. You're working with people in the community. You're trying to make the community better. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals are your locally owned and operated ready mix and rental companies available in both Yankton and Vermilion. The Oshkosh front discharge mixers allow for easy placement of concrete, and they're nearly unstoppable. More of a do-it-yourself fan? You can also get all your hand tools, mini excavators, skid steers, aerial lift equipment, and more for any job you need to get done. Choose Midwest Ready Mix and Clark's Rentals as your concrete and rental equipment headquarters of Yankton and Vermilion.
At Elwood Family Dental Care, we treat our patients like family. We have an experienced and caring dental team. We take the time to make sure you understand your oral health and answer any questions you have about your dental treatments. We take pride in educating our patients. Whether you need fillings, crowns or bridges, dental implants, just the teeth cleaning, or even Botox, come visit us at 1818 Broadway Avenue. And remember, we take care of the entire family.
If you're into hunting, fishing, towing, or just want to blaze the trail, All Seasons has ATVs, UTVs, dirt bikes, and scooters from quality brands like Honda, Yamaha, and CF Moto. Needing watercraft? All Seasons has a large selection of quality boats and wave runners, and we take pride in service after the sale. We have friendly certified technicians that will winterize, summarize, diagnose, and repair your power sports equipment. In business for over 20 years for good reasons. We're All Seasons, Power Sports and Marine in Yankton.
Larson Carpet has all your flooring needs. Step into their showroom to see a wide selection of all types of flooring. They have soft and luxurious carpet that's sure to bring comfort to your home. Stylized tile to make any room pop. Different color options of hardwood to make matching easy. And convenient vinyl plank for when spills happen. Of course, with the best customer service in the area. Their knowledgeable staff will make sure to answer any questions you might have. Larson Carpet, 212 Walnut.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you got to call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
And back on our Yankton Medical Clinic pregame show. Again, the Yankton Gazelles traveling into T, South Dakota to take on the T area Titans. Gazelles with a 6-11 record, the Titans with a 4-9 record. Again, Gazelles have not played in, well, over a week. And for T area, it's pretty much the exact opposite. They just played as they were against Pierre yesterday in a close one that was lost in the bottom of the 7th inning. But let's chat about that last game for the Yankton Gazelles, as again they came up with a big win on senior night at home against Beersford. Your final score was 15-3. Yankton able to get the 12-run victory in a game that went 4.5 innings. Your stats in that game: Jocelyn Burns went 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Madison Gerard was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs. Madison Musfelt 1 for 3. She was also put on with a walk. Kyra Churchman went 1 for 3. Daly Hughes technically 0 for 0, but she did get walked twice. Brooklyn King 2 for 2, 2 RBIs. It was a nice day at the plate for her. Ava Gerard went 1 for 2 with 1 walk. Haley Schulte went 1 for 3 with an RBI. And Callie Koletsky went 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs. There was only one player in the entire Gazelles starting lineup who didn't have a base hit. And it's not that she didn't get hits. She literally was put on base every time, and that was Daly Hughes. And if you're going to get put on every single time at the plate, it doesn't matter if you're getting base hits. Your on-base percentage is going to be loving that. The team overall went 11 for 24, just shy of batting 500 in the game. 10 total RBIs off of those 12 runs. That's a number, or 15, excuse me. 10 RBIs, oh, that's a number you like to see. 15 runs scored. At the plate, they had 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. For the pitching, it was all Madison Gerard. She pitched all 5 innings, had 3 earned runs she gave up. All 3 of the runs for Beersford were earned. 4 base hits she gave up. She had 2 strikeouts and 6 walks. Along with that, for the team fielding stats, only 1 error in the field, and that's one thing that Coach Muth and I have talked about multiple times, is when your team is behind you making plays, when you're in the circle, it makes life a little easier for you, as you don't quite have to worry. Now, if they've committed 4 errors in a row, you're starting to think, I've got to do it all myself. The pressure starts setting in maybe, and your pitches start getting a little bit more wild. But when they're playing well, you know they're going to field it well, so you're knowing all I got to do is throw strikes, and I can trust my team. And the Gazelles were able to get it done, and your final score, again, 15-3, Yankton was able to defeat Beersford. And now, as we'll take a look into the standings here in Class AA for softball, as we are nearing the end of the regular season. Again, this will be the finale later today. After this game, the Gazelles will have their regular season finale. And they will wrap up their season against who's currently number 1, the Harrisburg Tigers. Tigers play earlier today, too, and they'll take on Pierre TF Riggs. Right now, Harrisburg at 1 with a 14-2 record. And is just looking at their seed points, more likely than not, you'd think they have that 1 seed locked up, as they're nearly, they're 0.6 seed points ahead of number 2. That's a pretty good margin here this late in the year. Sioux Falls Lincoln trails them at the number 2 spot, 16-2 their record. And they're right on top of Sioux Falls Washington, who is the 3 seed, 12-2 their record. In the 4 spot, Sioux Falls Jefferson with a 15-3 record. And it seems like those top 3 are kind of locked into the top 3 as far as the seed points go. But then you get interesting, that 4 through 6 seeds. Sioux Falls Jefferson 15-3, the 4th seed. Brandon Valley, the 5 seed, at 11-3, and Rapid City Stevens 10-2, the 6th seed. But Sioux Falls Jefferson 0.15, not even quite 0.15 seed points ahead of Brandon Valley. That could very well flip here end of the year. And then Rapid City Stevens is only 0.4 seed points behind Brandon Valley. In the 7th spot is Brookings at 11-5. More likely than not, they're locked into that 7 seed. Sturgis Brown is in the 8th spot, 7-7 their record, and that is if the season ended right now, who would all be hosting a SODAC 16 game. Then into the teams that'll be traveling. O'Gorman currently the 9th seed with a 5-11 record. They are just above Sioux Falls Roosevelt, who has a 6-9 record at the 10th spot. T Area, who we have here today, 4-9 the record, but the 11th seed, as they did get a big win against an opponent over 500 the record that was able to give them, well, they have actually got 2, and that's how those seed points work. The better record opponent, the more likely you are to get good seed points from them. And then Mitchell in the 12th spot, and right behind them, Yankton in the 13th spot. Yankton, they do have a chance here to move up into that 12 spot, I would think, over Mitchell, and that's probably should be their goal here to wrap up their year. Under Yankton is Watertown in the 14th seed, 4-11 their record. Spearfish behind them in 15th. Pierre TF Riggs, the final SODAC 16 team, in the 16th spot. And then Aberdeen Central sits right now at the 17th team in AA with a 2-15 record, as there are a total of 17 teams in AA. Still waiting here for the starting lineups. We'll see if we have a national anthem, as they do have a speaker here, but sometimes you don't always get that national anthem. We'll have to wait, find out, see if they'll have a PA national anthem. First pitch set for noon. Keep it tuned here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube for all Yankton Gazelles softball.
Whoa. I knew I should have had those brakes checked at Graham Tire. It's all about safety. Tire mounting, balancing, wheel alignment, and shocks and struts and batteries, oil changes, and lube service. Graham Tire does these every day. And there's over an acre of tires. Graham Tire has them all, big and small. Tires for cars, trucks, campers, trailers, big rigs, and tracks. Honesty and integrity is a matter of pride since 1951. Graham Tire, Yankton. Welcome to JR's Oasis, your one-stop food and gas shop. Proud to serve Phillips 66 regular, premium, and diesel fuel. After fueling, go inside for slushies and shakes, ice cream cones, and now offering a full line of healthy, chilled items and snacks. JR's hot menu is great for breakfast, lunch, and supper, featuring the famous Hammer Breakfast Sandwich and fresh hand-patty burgers. Try the new Cafe Tango frozen coffees for that extra boost of deliciousness. JR's Oasis, East Highway 50, Yankton.
Welcome to the Bone Setter Chiropractic. I'm Dr. TJ Stoats. Our office is located at 215 Mulberry, Suite 9 in downtown Yankton. At our new and inviting clinic, we offer a hands-on approach, decompression traction, electrical stimulation, acupuncture, exercise and nutrition advice, as well as state-of-the-art examination techniques. The Bone Setter brings you comfort when there is discomfort. The Bone Setter, 215 Mulberry, Suite 9, or online at thebonesetter.com.
Fashionistas, fall is here. Let's turn some heads. 9th Street Clothing Company will help you mix and match. 9th Street has flirty fall fashions for men and women to help season or layer your wardrobe. Formal dresses, tuxes, ladies' shiny shoes to men's stylish hey dudes. After you fashionize, accessorize with fun, fashionable shades, necklaces, earrings, purses, and wallets. Be the fashion of the times and get dressed to the nines. 9thstreetclothingco.com.
When you bundle home and auto, good things can happen. You get a local agent who can help you choose the right coverage for you at a price that's right for you.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Wesselin in Yankton today.
The State Farm Personal Price Plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Contact local agent Rhonda Wesselin for your personal price plan today.
Slumberland Furniture in Yankton, the place to shop for your next new mattress. Find brands like Stearns & Foster, Nectar, and the hottest selling mattress, Purple, measured for your comfort and a dream-laden night's sleep. There's the new Adapt by Tempur-Pedic as well. Slumberland Furniture has Flex Steel furniture too, comfy and classy. That's Slumberland Furniture, 2401 Broadway, Yankton.
Truxedo is proud to have been part of the Yankton community since its start in 2000.
One of the things I love most is that they believe in promoting from within. I've been given many opportunities to advance.
Truxedo has an extensive variety of benefits available to their employees.
The work environment at Truxedo is extremely positive.
We are looking for you to join our production team. Visit www.truxedo.com/careers to apply.
As we near closer and closer here to the first pitch, Yankton Gazelles traveling into T to take on the Titans. I'm Zac Spear on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Again, thanks for joining in for Gazelles softball. 2 games today, and then the regular season already closed up. Feels like we just started the season a week or two ago. It's just flown by. The Gazelles will be in the Sodak 16 game. They're looking to bump up in the standings, though, to maybe get a more favorable matchup. As of right now, they would take on Sioux Falls Jefferson. Unfortunately for Yankton, that was probably the toughest game of the year for them, as Sioux Falls Jefferson, the Cavaliers, put up 20 runs without giving up any. So the Gazelles probably wouldn't want to face off against them. But, I mean, of course, that was early in the year, and this Yankton team has grown immensely. Definitely a different-looking team than what we saw earlier in the year. We'll chat a little bit about that with Jill Muth the next time we get an opportunity, and just about how much this team has grown, how much better they've played as a team, and, you know, some switching. As when we started the year, one thing Muth mentioned to me was not a single player was starting in that first game where they had started last year. So, I mean, learning a new position across the board makes things a little bit tricky. After this game, there will be the JV game, flip of what's normal here for Yankton. Usually the JV game is played first. That's what we'll see against Harrisburg. But since we're going to be here set up already, we will have the JV game here on Yankton streaming. If you know anybody who might have kids in that game or just wants to watch and listen live, we'll have that. Now, I've got some other work I got to get done, so I'll just be running a scoreboard and the video so that you can know who's winning, who's on base, what's going on. There won't be any play-by-play for the JV game. There will be, of course, for the varsity game that's set to start at noon. Still waiting some announcements here on the field, so we'll dig into some of Yankton's stats here for the year, and we are going to start with in the circle. It's going to be Madison Gerard pitching today. We've seen her pitch a good chunk of innings for the Gazelles. She's pitched 48 innings of the 65 that the Gazelles have played in the field. She has a 7.097 ERA, earned runs a game. 2 strikeout per inning. You can almost bank on one of the strikeouts per inning, or one of the outs per inning coming from Gerard, firing away in the circle. So again, Madison Gerard will be in the circle. On the flip side for T area, we'll see Kaylin Hall spinning it, and protecting home plate for each side. For the Titans will be Callie Boom and Kyra Churchma, as usual here for the Yankton Gazelles, as Coach Muth and Coach Utes have both taken into the infield. They'll meet with the umpires here. I assume after that we'll get our starting lineups. We'll have our national anthem. And, of course, our first pitch, as the music on the field here has stopped. So nice and quiet here, as now the coaches meeting with the umpires in the center right over home plate. We'll take one final break during our pregame show. Then after that, we'll be here for the first pitch on Yankton Streaming.
Make it a double. No, make it a triple. Triple Time Rudy's in Yankton. Stop for premium, ethanol, or regular gas anytime with pay at the pump. Or stop in during regular hours to find the meats, cheeses, beverages, snacks to fuel you up. There's oil, grease, and more for your vehicles, gift cards, and unbeatable staff in just the right amount of that personal service. Make it a triple time Rudy's, corner of 17th and Broadway, Yankton.
You deserve to get good service and great rates. At State Farm, we get it, and we're here to help. Because with every State Farm policy, you get good neighbor service and surprisingly great rates. So what are you waiting for? Get going and talk to a local State Farm agent about your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting requirements. When you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Roy Wilcox in Yankton today.
Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team specializing in all things heating and cooling, as well as heat and glow gas fireplaces, wood fireplaces and stoves, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, and all styles of ductless mini-split system. Whether you are building or remodeling, our team of experts are the best in the business and guaranteed to keep you cool in the summer and warm in the winter. Remember, Kaiser Heating and Cooling is your hometown team for all things heating and cooling for the past 76 years. Go Bucks and Gazelles!
From simple sniffles to complex health conditions, the primary care providers at Yankton Medical Clinic will not only see you for your annual visits, screenings, and preventative care, but also provides care for the entire family, from pediatrics to adults. With 4 clinic locations and 15 outreach locations throughout South Dakota and Nebraska, compassionate, quality medical care is closer than you think. For more information on providers, services, and locations, visit our website, yanktonmedicalclinic.com.
And back on the field as now we have the PA, as that means we are nearing closer and closer to the first pitch as the T-Area Titans host the Yankton Gazelles. Your starting lineups are brought to you by Larry's Heating and Cooling of Yankton and Vermilion. For all your heating and cooling needs, it's Larry's Heating and Cooling, anytime, any day. For the Titans, leading off the catcher, number 6, it's Callie Boom. She's followed by the center fielder, number 1, Abby Boom. At first base, batting third, number 7, Presley Benning. In the cleanup spot for the Titans, the pitcher, number 16, Kaylin Hall. In the 5-spot shortstop, number 12, Ava Opland. Designated player, batting 6th, number 19, Allie Wallum. At third base, batting 7th, number 8, it's Paige Sabers. In right field, number 9, Piper Benning. And to round off the Titans' batting lineup, left fielder number 21, Tessa Halber. Also playing the field at second will be number 3, Anna Somson. The reserves for the Titans are Ariana Drake, Morgan Sayer, Evelyn Trottier, and Kennedy Chesley, and they're coached by Emmy Utes. The starting lineups now for your Yankton Gazelles. Leading off, it's the shortstop, number 2, Jocelyn Burns. Batting second, the pitcher, number 11, it'll be Madison Gerard. At first base, number 1, batting third, Madison Musfeld. And the cleanup for the Gazelles, catcher number 23, Kyra Churchma. Designated player hitting number 29, in the 5-spot batting, Daly Hughes. Batting 6th, number 6, the second baseman, Brooklyn King. In right field, number 8, it's Ava Gerard. In center field, batting 8th, number 12, Haley Schulte. And to round off the Gazelles batting lineup, left fielder number 22, Eliza Gurney. Also playing the field will be number 9, Olivia Puck at third base. Gazelles come into this one 6-11, coached by Jill Muth. The reserves are Callie Koletsky, Isabel Sheldon, Keely Mosier, Reese Gary, and Haley Bottleson. As it's time for your national anthem, we'll leave it here.
Standing at attention and placing your right
School. The national anthem will be performed by our TRA High School Choir Director, Janice Gilbert. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? I apologize. Batting ninth is number 21, Tessa Halber for the Titans.
And here, just heard the national anthem as the T-Area Titans take to the field. The Gazelles will be batting first here. Gazelles in their red jerseys, black pants, and the jerseys trimmed out in white, as you can hear the wind picking up here in South Dakota. The Titans wearing their dark blue jersey and pants, and they will be trimmed out in yellow. Again, the Gazelles at the plate first, and leading off, it will be Jocelyn Burns. On deck, Madison Gerard with Madison Musfelt in the hole, as Yankton will have the opportunity to score here first, as we'll load up our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. The Fox Stop of Yankton at the corner of West City Limits Road and 30th Street, Yankton. A full-service convenience store with hot food, Godfather's Pizza, personal pizzas, sandwiches, munchies, and beverages. Pay at the pump gas and diesel fuel, firewood, and propane exchange. And now, Jocelyn Burns will step into the box as we are moments away from the first pitch. It's 12:04. And Burns will lead things off here for Yankton, looking for a base hit. She faces Kaylin Hall in the circle, immediately fouls the first pitch off, and this game is officially started. So 0-1 your count. Burns working against Kaylin Hall. Got a piece of the first one, watches the next one go. It's high, evens up your count 1-1. Again, there will be a junior varsity game after this. We'll have the stream live for that game as well as the Harrisburg game at 5:30 today. Burns puts that one into play right field, as that's going to be caught. Burns got a nice piece of it, sent it over to right field, but play is going to be made by the Titans and Piper Benning in right field. That will be 1 up, 1 down. Madison Gerard now at the plate. No runners on. Gerard, that one sent over to right field and a base hit. A runner now here for Yankton gets things going. Gerard, a single, standing on first now, brings up Madison Musfelt. The first hit and the first runner of the game belongs to Yankton, as Musfelt watches the first pitch in for a called strike one. Oh, 1 your count, 1 out, runner on first. Musfelt at the plate. A grounder over to shortstop. That one scooped up. They'll get the lead runner at second. Musfelt able to outrun it to first. So now 2 down. Gerard out at second. And Musfelt reaching by the fielder's choice with Kyra Churchma coming up to the plate. Churchma at the plate, and gotta love her team, how they cheer her on, saying her name wrong, Kira Tajirdsma. 2 outs, a runner on first. Churchma at the plate. First pitch she sees is a ball, 1-0 your count. That one fouled off. Your count now 1-1. 2 outs. Musfeldt on first. Churchma at the plate. One ball, 1 strike. The next pitch here from Hall is that one fouled back into the stop. 1-2 it'll make it. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. On deck, Daley Hughes awaits, the designated player for Yankton. As Churchma right back into the box. 1-2. Kaylin Hall leads in the circle here in this count. Next pitch low, blocked and kept in front by Callie Boom. That will keep Musfeldt on first. A nice job there by Boom. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. The 2-2 count with 2 outs now. A full count throw down over to first as Musfeldt slides back safely. Nice job at first scooping that up, not letting it get to the outfield. Otherwise, Musfeldt would have taken off. Full count as Churchma scooped up over at third. The throw to first, scooped out of the dirt for out number 3. And that will retire the top of the first inning as Churchma will ground out. So 4 up, 3 down for the Yankton Gazelles. No runs off of 1 hit. No errors in the field, and 1 left on base in Madison Musfeldt. When we return, the bottom of the first inning, Callie Boom will lead things off for the Titans, followed by Abby Boom and Presley Benning in the hole.
Dive into the delicious all-you-can-eat Asian buffet, featuring mouth-watering Asian cuisine like broccoli beef, General Chicken, sesame chicken, so much more. Or choose from a fresh selection of meats, noodles, rice, vegetables, Asian-inspired sauces, and watch them sizzle on the Mongolian grill. Plus tantalizing desserts, including ice cream. Get your fill at King Buffet and Mongolian Grill, North Broadway, Yankton.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
After the first half inning of play, no score throws across. Yankton did get a base hit, but left a runner on as they had 4 hitters in the top of the first inning. Gazelles now in the field as Gerard in the circle. Churchma behind home plate as T-Area trying to time up these pitches here from Gerard. Again, leading off will be Callie Boom for the Titans. On deck, Abby Boom with Presley Benning in the hole. As it's ball's in, coming down. The pitch, Churchma fires it, and scooped up by Burns. As we'll start the bottom of the first inning now. T-Area an opportunity to get the first score of the game. Leading off Callie Boom, the catcher, and a lefty here to get things started. Not a whole lot of lefty catchers. We got one here today. First pitch from Gerard hits the zone, strike 1. Lots of noise from the T-Area dugout as that one fouled back into the backstop. 0-2 the count. Gerard now leads this one. We'll see how aggressive she takes the third pitch here. Callie Boom now having to protect the plate. 0-2, the pitch. That one fouled back as well. Count stays the same. Making contact here is Callie Boom on 2 of the 3 thrown strikes from Gerard. No runners on is Callie, the leadoff hitter. The next pitch just misses high, ball 1. 1-2 your count, an off-speed pitch from Gerard. You like the spot where she put that. It was close enough to make you think there's a chance, it's called. Try and get the batter to chase, as that one a hard hit grounder, scooped up and thrown over to first, a ground out, and out number 1, as Callie Boom will be put away with a 4-3 ground out. 1 up, 1 down. Now Abby Boom at the plate, the center fielder for the Titans. On deck, Presley Benning. Another lefty here. First pitch she sees in the dirt, ball 1. Brooklyn King made the play at second. She's been very solid these last few games at second base, playing very well. High and outside, the next pitch misses, 2-0. 1 out, no runners on. Titans at the plate. No score in the game yet. Gerard winds up, fires in the next one. That's in for a strike, 2-1. Gerard has started firing well today to start. A big game for each of these teams if they want to get higher in the standings, as that one fouled up, out of play. So Gerard has worked her way back into this count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Abby Boom at the plate. Two with an out. Gerard, next pitch, high, ball 3. Count now full. Three, 2 the count, got to come with something good. The payoff pitch here, as comes across high, a walk, and Abby Boom sent to first with a walk. It's the first walk of the game, and a runner for T area with Presley Benning now at the plate. The first right-handed hitter that Yankton will face here in the game comes in the 3 spot. First pitch high, ball 1. Churchman pump fakes over to first, no throw. Right back to Gerard it goes. Gerard pitched very good in their last game against Beersford, and it's here. That one hits the zone. 1-1 your count. The throw does get by. Burns able to pick it up. Nice job. Nice heads-up play from the Gazelles in the field. All ones. 1-1 your count. 1 out, 1 runner on, as that one fouled back out of play again. And if this keeps up, we'll need an official ball chaser here on the field. 1-2 the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That pitch misses outside, 2-2. Benning, the 3rd hitter in the lineup for the Titans. On deck, their cleanup hitter and pitcher, Kaylin Hall. The 2-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Madison Gerard gets her first strikeout in the circle for the game, and it brings up Kaylin Hall. A pitcher's duel in the 2nd of the game, as Gerard already batted in the top of the 1st. Gerard won their first matchup with a single into right field. 2 outs, a runner on first at the plate. Kaylin Hall. Hall gets a piece of it, fouls it, out of play again. So a strike thrown immediately by Gerard. 0-1 your count, 2 outs. The ball's 1 strike. That one fouled back into the backstop. 0-2 Gerard finds herself up now. Hall has made contact both times, but now a little more freedom in the circle for Madison Gerard. Just got a strikeout in the last batter. Trying for 2 here is Gerard. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, as it misses high, ball 1. Doesn't need to throw a strike. 1-2, she leads the count. Kaylin Hall protecting the plate with 2 strikes against her, as that one just misses for ball 2. Deuce is wild. Runner on first here in Abby Boom still. Boom was walked. T area looking for their first base hit yet of the game. It's just always windy in T area, I suppose. 2-2 the count. That one hit up, and it's going to go back out of play. Takes a nice bounce, about 5 feet from me. 2-2, the count stays the same. That is now 3 or 4 that have all been hit over this backstop, and it's a tall backstop with the field lower than the cement here. Hard hit grounder, puck scoops it up, fires to first, out number 3, and that wraps up our first inning of play. Puck with a nice play at third. So no runs off of no hits, no errors, 1 left on base for T area. We head to the top of the second inning. Leading off when we do for the Gazelles is Daly Hughes, as still no score in this one. Again, headed to the top of the second inning.
As we continually strive to improve the quality of service we provide the Yankton community, the Garden of Memory Cemetery and Winston Ray Funeral Home are pleased to announce the completion of a brand new columbarium. This columbarium is constructed of granite, designed to withstand the test of time. It is for those families choosing cremation and features above-ground outdoor niches, which includes a bronze plaque to memorialize your loved one, as well as indoor glass front niches where families can create a unique memorial with pictures or other family heirlooms. For more information, please give us a call at the Winston Ray Funeral Home in Yankton.
Top of the second inning here, leading off, it'll be Daly Hughes for Yankton. On deck is Brooklyn King with Ava Gerard in the hole. First pitch in the dirt, taken for ball 1. Hughes this year batting a .357, or on-base percentage at .500. She's done a nice job at the plate this year. Next pitch also low, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Kaylin Hall doing the pitching here for the Titans. She started in the circle. Had a good first inning, so why take her out? 2-0 the count. Next one, same spot. Ball 3. Each of these has skipped off of home plate. Hughes finds herself up 3-0 in the count. That on-base percentage might be going up again. She's good at taking walks as she doesn't swing at bad pitches. As that one misses inside, and Hughes is on first as a runner for Yankton. That's the first walk taken for the Gazelles. Brings up Brooklyn King to the plate. King now with a runner on first, looking to advance her. The 6 up for Yankton. A swing and a miss on the first one, 0-1 your count. So after 4 straight balls thrown to walk Hughes, a strike immediately from Hall after. Next pitch, down the middle, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. King having to protect the plate now. Hughes on first, awaiting on deck Ava Gerard. The 0-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. It was in the dirt, and now they'll fire down to second, as they'll say Hughes made it in time. And Brooklyn King will reach first safely. Ava Gerard now at the plate. Runners on first and second. Yankton with their best opportunity to score yet. No outs. Gerard takes the first pitch, called for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike, runners on first and second. Now an even count of 1-1 as that one comes across high over the plate. Gerard playing right field this game here for Yankton. As she'll take a called strike 2, that makes your count 1-2. Again, no outs with 2 runners on first and second. It's Daly Hughes at second, Brooklyn King on first. As that one comes across for strike 3, and the first out here in the top of the second. No swing there from Gerard, and that brings up Haley Schulte to the plate. On deck, Eliza Gurney. And then back to the top of the lineup, swing and a miss there from Schulte, 0-1. Didn't miss that one by much. 1 out now. Yankton still a good opportunity to score here as that one hits the outside zone. 0-2 now the count. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Runners on first and second. As that one, he's swinging a miss. That's only out 2, I thought. And so that will be out 3. There was not 2 runners on as King was out because first was occupied. So 3 strikeouts for Hall. That will be no runs off of no hits. And 1 left on base for Yankton then. As still no score heading to the bottom of the second inning.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Bottom of the second inning, still no score here. As leading off for the T-Area Titans, their 5th hitter, Ava Opland, with Allie Wallum on deck. Paige Sabers in the hole. As Yankton looking to keep this a tie ball game, a strike thrown immediately from Gerardo, 0-1 the count. Next pitch on the way as that one put into play over towards first, and Madison Musfelt pulls that in. A fly out from Ava Opland and an out right away here for Yankton. That brings up Allie Wallum, the designated player for the Titans. She's hitting in place of Anna Sampson, who's the second baseman, playing just the field to start this one. 1 up, 1 down, no runners. At the plate, Allie Wallum. Gerard, first pitch. A slow dribbler picked up by Gerard over to first, and out number 2. A 1-3 ground out from Wallum. That one had a lot of spin on it. Wondered if it was maybe going to move last second. 2 up, 2 down. And it brings up Paige Sabers to the plate, the third baseman of the Titans. On deck, Piper Benning and Tessa Halber in the hole. So a quick 2 outs here, 3 pitches, 2 outs, and that pitch comes across high, ball 1. Gazelles looking to push it scoreless into the third. 1-0 your count, now 2-0. Each half inning has seen at least 1 runner for the teams. Do not have a 3 up, 3 down inning yet. 2-0, now 2-1. A nice pitch thrown there by Gerard. She's got 1 strikeout and 1 walk in the circle to start this one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now 3-1 the count. Again, no runners, 2 outs. But Paige Sabers trying to be this first runner here in the bottom of the second. Gerard, the 3-1 pitch. This is low and in, and a walk, and a runner for T-Area. Piper Benning to the plate, the 8th hitter for the Titans, the right fielder. She's got a runner on first now, and Paige Sabers. And on deck, the 9th hitter for T-Area. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1 your count. Should Yankton get this out here? These teams have pretty much identically mirrored each other. As Yankton, when we get to the bottom half of the inning, or top half, excuse me, next pitch high, ball 1, thrown down by Churchma. Getting back safely is Sabers. But when we get to the top of the third, leading off will be their 9th hitter. And if the Gazelles get this out here, leading off their next inning for the Titans would be their 9th hitter. Swing and a miss there, 1-2, it makes the count. That one in the dirt. Girard the advantage in the count now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on first. Piper Benning standing in the box as that pitch just misses. Ball 2. Deuces are wild yet again here. Girard winds up next pitch. High for ball 3. You know, you can always tell when a catcher thinks it's a strike. They always hold on to it a little extra. I know because I 100% did it every time. Let the ump know I thought it was a strike. 3-2 as that one fouled off. Another full count pitch coming up as Benning didn't swing, but it hit the knob at the end of her bat. Gladly take that instead of hitting the hand. Another payoff pitch here, Madison Girard, the 3-2 as it's low and a walk. 2 runners on now. Paige Sabers over to second. Piper Benning now on first with Tessa Halber at the plate. 2 runners on she has, and 2 outs she faces. T area with no base hits though. All 3 runners have been from a walk here. Fresh count. First pitch, a grounder over to second, picked up. King to first, and she'll get it for out number 3. So for T area, no runs off of no hits, no errors. 2 left on base, scoreless still after 2 full innings of play. The Gazelles here in the top of the 3rd, leading off the 9th hitter. It'll be Eliza Gurney, and following her, the top of the Yankton lineup.
Imagine working for a successful global business with customers in 140 countries. That's Vishay Intertechnology, a Fortune 1000 maker of electronic componentry. Now imagine a company of that size with that kind of stability and a caring family-like environment. Learn more about what you can do at Vishay by visiting VishayCareers.com. Vishay is an equal opportunity employer. Vishay, the DNA of tech.
Top of the 3rd inning, we are still scoreless here, as neither team able to bring a run across. Eliza Gurney to lead off for Yankton, takes a called strike 1, and then on deck, Jocelyn Burns in the top of Yankton's lineup. Eliza Gurney, a very capable hitter, .477 her batting average this year. It's also her on-base percentage, as the next pitch misses outside for a ball. 1-1, your count now evened up. The 1-1 pitch here from Hall misses outside, makes the count 2-1. Kaylin Hall with 3 strikeouts, 1 walk in the game. She's done a nice job pitching today. The 3-1, or 2-1, excuse me, hits the upper side of the zone. Makes the count 2-2, as Eliza Gurney has yet to swing here, as she fouls that one off, a dead ball as it hits her foot. But she's going to force Kaylin Hall to throw more strikes. Count stays the same, 2-2, no outs, no runners on. The leadoff hitter here, another 2-2 pitch, misses outside. Count now full, as Gurney looking to get on any way possible. She swung the bat once here in this 6 pitches she's seen. A payoff pitch as Gurney, a hard hit grounder. That one over to shortstop, picked up. A 6-3 ground out and an out for the Titans defense. That brings up Jocelyn Burns to the plate. Her second time. She flew out to right field, thought that one was maybe going to drop in there, but making the play out in right was Piper Benning. On deck, Madison Girard here. 1 out, no runners on. First pitch, Burns, a line drive as that gets through into left field. It's going to get to the fence. Jocelyn Burns over to second as she's going to be standing with a double. As we'll take a watch on our Yankton Wood Allison replay. Next time I'll click it a little earlier so we can get the base hit itself. But Burns over to second, and Yankton with their second hit here. And to the plate brings up Madison Girard, who's 1 for 1 to start this game. Girard puts it into play, and it's going to drop just beyond second base. Burns will advance, and Girard now 2 for 2. So Madison Musfelt now to the plate. She's got runners on first and third off of back-to-back base hits from the top of the lineup. Only one out, so even if you hit it deep into the outfield, if it's caught, you got to think Burns can probably score it. Musfelt reached by a fielder's choice in that first inning, showing sign of bunt, pulled back, a pump fake on the throw down to second. Call was a strike. Yankton threatening to score here with Musfelt at the plate. On deck, Kyra Churchma. Base hit scores one, possibly two here. 0-1 the count. Now 0-2. No swing there. Musfelt with 3 RBIs on the year. Looking at here. Kaylin Hall finds herself up 0-2 in the count. The pitch low in the dirt, but blocked by Boom behind home plate. Runners stay put. One ball, 2 strikes here. That one high, now 2-2. Musfelt working her way back into this count. Again, 1 out for Yankton. Threatening to score. It's the first time we've seen a runner on third all game. Top of the third inning here as Musfelt puts it into play into center field. That one is caught for out 2. Burns will take off. It's a sac fly. Gazelles with the first score of the game. That will not count against Musfelt's batting average as it's a sac fly. Burns scores from third, and Gerard on second. Kyra Churchma at the plate now with a runner on second, 2 outs. Churchma into center field. That one goes, and again, that one going to be pulled in and caught. So Abby Boom making back-to-back plays in center field, but Yankton will score 1 run off of 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. We do have an official score here, 2.5 innings in. Headed to the bottom of the third inning. Yankton leads this one, leading off when we return for the Titans. They're to the top of their lineup, and that will be Callie Boom.
MT and RC Smith Insurance has been a part of the Yankton community since 1949. Our agency would love to help you with your home, auto, business, life, and long-term care insurance needs.
We take pride in providing you with quality service when you have a claim or need to make changes to your coverage.
The MT and RC Smith Insurance Agency is flexible to meet with you in person or at the office at 204 West 4th Street. Give them a call for insurance changes, payments, claims, or service requests.
Bottom of the third inning, Yankton leads early, 1-0 off of the sacrifice fly from Musfelt that scored Burns, who was on from a double, was then advanced off the single from Madison Gerard, and Yankton takes the first lead of the game. Bottom of the third inning, T-Area at the plate, the top of their lineup to lead things off. Callie Boom, 0 for 1, grounded out in that first inning. First pitch as a hard hit grounder. That'll get through into right field. T-Area, their first base hit of the game. An immediate base runner and Callie Boom. So following Callie Boom is Abby Boom. She was walked in the first inning, was left on first, did not get to advance. Fresh count, no outs, and a runner on first as she lays down a bunt. It's going to go foul. Had that one stayed fair, that could have been tricky for Yankton. But now for the Gazelles. Can be a little more prepared for that. As Abby Boom, a left-handed hitter, that can always make it tricky when you see a bunt laid down. 0-1 the count, Gerard. The next pitch. Finds the strike zone, 0-2. No sign of bunt there. Now with an 0-2 count, you've got to imagine no bunt attempt coming. Gerard leads in the count. Looking for that first out, a grounder, as that one picked up at second. The throw to first, but the runner will advance. 1 out here as Callie Boom advances to second. Abby Boom grounds out again over to second. Brooklyn King getting lots of action in the field here today. Presley Benning now at the plate. The third hitter for the Titans. Struck out in that first inning. On deck, Kaylin Hall. As Gerard, first pitch, that one fouled back, 0-1. Gerard has found her rhythm, throwing lots of strikes. No balls, one strike, one out. That one fouled off, 0-2. Again, Gerard up in the count. That's one of those situations. We've seen good fielding today on each side, so the pitchers just trying to throw strikes because they can trust their fielders. Next one high, ball one. No swing there from Benning. Fouled off the first two pitches, holds off, brings us to our 1-2 count. Gerard just misses outside, couldn't get a whole lot closer. 2-2 your count. That's one of those you don't say anything until the umpire makes a call. 2 balls, 2 strikes here. That one high, ball 3, count now full. A big pitch coming up here from Gerard. At the plate, Presley Benning, who struck out in her first at bat. As she'll take an inside pitch over to first, she's walked. Runners on first and second now, with Kaylin Hall, the cleanup hitter, up for T-Area. She grounded out to third. Olivia Puck made the play. The one nice thing now is it is a force out at first, second, and third. One out, though, as a hard hit line drive into right field. It drops. That is a base hit. T-Area has bases loaded. Over to third, Callie Boom. Presley Benning on second with Kaylin Hall now on first with a single. That was a hard-hit line drive. Great contact there by Kaylin Hall, who's now 1 for 2. And Ava Opland now to bat. And I think we're going to get a courtesy runner. Bases loaded with 1 out. Yankton in a situation as running now will be Kennedy Chesley in place of Kaylin Hall on first. A courtesy runner for the pitcher. Something you don't see too much. A courtesy runner for the pitcher, but not for the catcher, who's on third right now. 1 out here, bases loaded. You either send it home if it's in the field or if you think you can twist too. First pitch misses, not by much again, ball 1. As now taking home, reaching safely, Callie Boom will score it. As we are tied up here 1-1. Runners now on first and second. One ball, no strikes. 1 out. Ava Opland at the plate. She's got runners on first and second. Takes a called strike 1. Even up now at 1-1. The score the same as well. The 1-1 pitch, that one hit, and it's going in the right field side as that's going to land fair. Another base hit here for the Titans. T-Area is looking to score it as they want another one. They'll have both. 3-1 it'll make it. And a triple from Ava Opland. A 2 RBI triple as now T-Area is rolling 3 runs off of 2 hits. At the plate now, Allie Wallum with Paige Sabers on deck. Runner on third, still that 1 out. That one bounces off the plate. Churchman keeps it in front, 1-0. One ball, no strikes, and an out. Gerard's next pitch just misses low. 2-0 now the count. Wallum, the designated player here for T-Area, only hitting to start this one. Grounded out back up to Gerard in the second inning for out 2. That one finds its way to the strike zone. 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out as that one hit up, and it's going to drop into shallow right center. An RBI single. T Area extends the lead to 4-1. Wallum the single. Ava Opland scores. And right now, T Area is just hitting the right spots in the field. A blooper hit there. Now Paige Sabers at the plate. She's got a runner on first and still just that 1 out. 4 runs off of 4 hits in this inning. A slow dribbler over to second. King underhands it over to first. Out 2. Wallum advances to second now. 2 outs as Paige Sabers grounds out. Piper Benning at the plate. On deck, Tessa Halber. Should both of these next 2 batters get on, back to the top of the lineup in the leadoff hitter, Callie Boom. A line drive into left field, a base hit. T Area again gonna score it. An RBI double for Piper Benning. The bats have come to life here for T Area. Tessa Halber now at the plate. Halber batted last inning. It's her 1 plate appearance. 0 for 1. But her team finds themselves up 5-1. A hard hit grounder that gets through into left field. Heading for home, T Area wants another score. The throw won't make it in time, and taking off for second is Halber. That's a single for Halber, but an RBI, 6-1 your new score. Is now a timeout on the field. It's a Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton water break, locally owned for 4 generations. Call them for water softening and purification, salt, reverse osmosis needs, and bottled water. That's Lindsay Echo Water Systems of Yankton. And earlier we showed that replay. That's brought to you by Yankton Winnelson, 2nd generation, family owned and supporting the local community, including Yankton Athletics since 1981. As Yankton, their infield in the circle. Now they'll break. Gerard remains pitching. But 6-1 T Area has just come to life here in the bottom of the 3rd inning hitting. 6 hits, 6 runs. Before that, they had no hits and no runs in the first 2 innings combined. So Callie Boom, who led off this inning with a single, back at the plate up the middle. She's got another base hit. Rounding third, headed for home is Halber, and she's going to score an RBI single for Callie Boom. And these have just been nice base hits by T Area. It's about all you can wrap it up to right now. 7 runs off of 7 hits. Abby Booma at the plate now for the 2nd time of the inning. She'll get it over to first. That one, an awkward bounce. Musfelt blocks it forward. That'll be a base hit, though, again for T Area. Umpire checks on Musfelt, says she's good to go, so she'll stay in. Runners on first and second as the hitting party continues for T Area with Presley Benning at the plate. She was walked earlier this inning, was the 2nd run scored for T Area. They're up to 7 now, 7-1 your score. Pitch misses low and inside, ball 1. Something has just clicked here for the Titans in this bottom of the 3rd as that next pitch evens it up at 1-1. All but 2 batters for T Area now with a base hit in this inning. Next pitch low and away, ball 2. And at the plate, Presley Benning, one of them as she was walked. Looking for her first base hit of the game. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. As that one fired in for a strike. 2-2 your count. 2 outs, runners on first and second. But this 2-out rally for T Area, they've gotten 2 runs to score while 2 outs. And actually more, excuse me, as the next pitch just inside. Count now full, 3-2. but they've had 4 base hits all after that second out. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yankton looking to get out of this third inning of play as a walk, Benning the second time here in the inning. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Kaylin Hall batting here on deck. Ava Opland. Hall hit a single. As that one she'll put high up, a chance at it here. Kyra Churchmo will pull it in, and that will be out 3. But T Area able to put up 7 runs off of 8 hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. It was a very good inning for the Titans, who lead 7-1 after 3 innings of play to the top of the 4th inning. Leading off here when we return is Daly Hughes.
Are you looking for your next great career opportunity? Then make it Sherco, a staple of the Yankton community. Sherco offers career opportunities in engineering, sales, marketing, accounting, tarp, metal fabrication, shipping, and assembling. Enjoy a year-round climate-controlled facility, 401k options, affordable health, dental, and vision care, paid time off, and 10 paid holidays. Make Sherco your next great opportunity. Learn more at sherco.com/careers.
Into the top of the 4th inning here. Leading off will be Daly Hughes for the Gazelles. She was walked in her 1 at-bat so far of the game, as T Area will decline the throwdown as Muth will trot over to third base. Hughes, her 2nd plate appearance of the game. Brooklyn King on deck with Ava Gerard in the hole. Yankton with some work to do as they need runs now. A low pitch for ball 1, right away for Hughes. 1-0 your count, as that one, that's going to an impressive play. It's not going to drop, as the second baseman, Anna Somson, somehow pulls that in. An impressive play and a fly out there from Daly Hughes. Brooklyn King now at the plate. That's one of those plays as the hitter, you just got to kind of shake your head. Put it in a good spot, just an even better play in the field. King takes a cut, 0-1, misses. Yankton trails 6 here in the top of the 4th. As that one hits the outside zone, 0-2 now your count. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out as King fouls it off. She'll stay in there. Oh, 2 the count remains. 1 out, King at the plate, no runners on. As that one fouled into the backstop here. Once again fouling off with an 0-2 count is Brooklyn King. Ava Gerard awaits on deck. As Yankton needs some runners. King 0-2 again. The next pitch from Hall. As that one just misses outside, ball 1. Kaylin Hall with only 1 walk here so far in the game. She's done a nice job. She walked Daly Hughes in that 2nd inning. 1-2, now 2-2 as that one soars high. Again, there will be a JV game after this one. We'll keep the stream running for that. The 2-2 pitch as King once again is going to foul it off. So doing a great job of fighting off pitches at the plate is Brooklyn King. But again, that JV game will have it. Won't have play-by-play, but we'll have the scoreboard up and running. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Brooklyn King working against Kaylin Hall as she fouls off yet again another pitch. This is all you can ask for from your hitters. Just keep fighting it off. Kaylin Hall being forced to throw strike after strike in this at-bat. 2-2 the count remains. The next pitch, as that one called for strike 3, and Kaylin Hall will get the strikeout. Ava Gerard now at the plate. Gerard batting on deck. Haley Schulte, Eliza Gurney in the hole. As that pitch high and away, ball 1. Two up, 2 down here for Yankton. Looking to start something with 2 outs as that one fouled off. A slow dribbler, 1-1 now your count. That one, if it had stayed fair, Gerard probably making it to first with ease. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs, no runners on. That one hits the outside zone. 1-2, it makes a count. One and two the count. Kaylin Hall firing away in the circle. 4 strikeouts already, but that one a hard hit grounder gets through to right field. A base hit for Gerard. So the start of a possible 2-out rally and a base hit for Yankton. It's their 4th of the game. Haley Schulte now at the plate for Yankton. Has a runner on first, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, makes the count 0-1. Gurney now on deck. A 1 your count. Now 1-1. That one missed inside. Even a run or 2 makes you feel a little better heading into the next inning. Swing and a miss, 1-2, it makes the count. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The next pitch, low and away, ball 2, blocked forward by Callie Boom, so Gerard stays put at first. The 2-2 pitch here from Hall is that one fouled off by Schulte. Another 2-2 pitch coming up here from Hall as a swing and a miss, and she'll get the strikeout here. So for Yankton, no runs off of 1 hit, no errors in the field, 1 left on base. We're at our halfway point of the game. 7-1, T-Area leads this one, and into the bottom of the 4th. Leading off will be their 5th hitter. It'll be Ava Opland when we return on Yankton streaming on YouTube.
Come experience a true culinary experience at Willoughby's Bistro in the Meridian District, downtown Yankton. Chef Rika cooks up everything fresh daily. It's so good, and there is something new every single day to suit your taste buds. Come check out Willoughby's, where everything is made fresh. Experiencing Big City cuisine for a small town price is what Chef Rika has to offer. Don't forget to check out Willoughby's Facebook page for her daily specials.
Bottom of the 4th inning, 7-1. T-Area leads there at the plate now. Leading off is Ava Opland. On deck, Allie Wallum and Paige Sabers in the hole. For Ava Opland, 1 for 2 in the game, had that triple. Scored a couple of runs for T-Area, and that was just a hitting party for T-Area as Yankton hopes they aren't going to pull that off again. So a fresh count, the first batter here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Opland takes the first pitch, a called strike 1. Yankton looking for a quick defensive inning. The 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-2. That one in the dirt. A little movement, though, from Gerard. Finds herself up 0-2 in the count. After that last inning, wouldn't be shocked to just see aggressive, put it right down the pipe, as that one waved off and caught at second by King. So 1 up, 1 down. And a good start to this inning here for the Yankton defense brings up Allie Wallum to the plate. She's 1 for 2. Hit a single in that third inning. And that last inning was just, felt like when it rains, it pours. It was 7 runs, 8 hits for T-Area. As that one hit into left center, tracking it and pulling it in is Eliza Gurney. So 2 up, 2 down. And outside of that third inning, T-Area right now is 0 for 8 with 3 walks. But that third inning was just so good, it has them up 7-1. First pitch in the dirt, ball 1. Paige Sabers at the plate. She was walked in the second inning. Was out number 2 in that third inning. Yankton looking to just make a 3 up, 3 down inning. Is that one straight back into the backstop. Evens up the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, no runners on. At the plate, Paige Sabers, the third baseman for T-Area. That one just comes across, maybe a little high. 2-1 the count.
Good spot, Madison, good spot.
2-1 your count. That one just misses outside. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. T-Area looking for a base runner for another possible 2-out rally. Sabers at the plate. Piper Benning on deck. The 3-1 pitch, as that's high, ball 4. And a walk here. Sabers over to first, her second time she's been walked this game. Piper Benning now at the plate. 1 for 1, was walked and also hit a double. On deck, Tessa Halber. As a strike on the first pitch, 0-1. The count, 2 outs, a runner on first. Next pitch, that one comes in as a strike and caught at first by Madison Musfelt. A good defensive inning for the Gazelles. Now they need the bats to start rolling. No runs off of no hits, no errors. 1 left on base in the bottom of the 4th for T-Area. Titans still find themselves up 7-1 here as we enter the top of the 5th inning. When we return, leading off will be Eliza Gurney for the Gazelles. They need some runs here to stay in this one. It's all on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, baby, I got a great idea for your next commercial. You're in a jungle with a dinosaur, looking for an outlet for your vacuum.
A dinosaur? No, I said Intech has over 30 years of commercial cleaning. You know, like office buildings, ensuring happy visitors and a healthy workforce.
Commercial buildings? I think I can work with that, Jerry. I'm going to make you a star.
Oh my goodness. When you need it clean, call the Intech team.
Top of the 5th inning, Gazelles trail at 7-1. Gurney to lead things off, fouls off the first pitch immediately. Yankton looking to put up some runs, and this has typically been a very successful starting point for an inning, as Gurney, a good hitter in the 9 spot, then to the top of the lineup for Yankton. As Gurney right up the middle, a base hit right on cue. She's on first with a single. As I was just saying, Gurney has been a great 9 hitter for Yankton to start the season. She keeps it up with a single here. Brings up the top of the lineup in Jocelyn Burns, and Yankton looking to score here in the top of the 5th inning. Burns 1 for 2, hit a double in her last at bat, as that one put into play and tracking it, pulling it in center field. It's caught by Abby Boom. Abby Boom has made a lot of plays in center field today. Madison Gerard now at the plate. Gerard is 2 for 2, 2 singles. Looks to keep that rolling here with a runner on first, and Eliza Gurney. Hard hit back up the middle. That's scooped up at shortstop. They'll touch second, but running it out at first is Gerard. So Gerard reaches by fielder's choice Out at second is Eliza Gurney. Brings up Madison Musfelt to the plate. A runner on first. 2 outs. It's been very, very solid defense being played here. Really on both sides. As that one in the dirt, taking off for second is Gerard. As she's tagged out for out number 3. As that will retire here the top of the 5th inning. Gazelles with no runs off of 1 hit, no errors, and after that throwout, none left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Score stays the same, 7-1.
There's a whole new world out there. It's called the off-road, and it's waiting to be explored in a Polaris. So gear up to make every moment count with the Polaris off-road vehicle. The new Polaris models are now available at Stockman's Motorsports in Yankton. No matter the weather, get ready to tackle all the trails. With machines like these, your world just gets bigger. Stop in at Stockman's Motorsports today to learn more about the epic new Polaris off-road lineup.
Into the bottom of the 5th inning, T Area leads this one 7-1. All in that 1 inning they scored, and actually all of the runs in the game were scored in that 3rd inning of play. Bottom of the 5th, though, T Area leading off will be their 9th hitter, Tessa Halber, on deck. Then to the top of their lineup with Callie Boom, Abby Boom, and Presley Benning. Tessa Halber 1 for 2 in this game so far. Takes the first pitch outside, ball 1. One 0 your count. And that one hit up, and that's going to go to center field, and Schulte pulls it in for an out. So an immediate out for Yankton. That's what they wanted. As now it's the top of the lineup here for T Area. Callie Boom is 2 for 3, 2 singles she's hit in this game. She's played well at the plate. Takes the first pitch inside, ball 1. That one thought maybe was going to get a piece of her. Didn't, so she'll resume her at-bat with Abby Boom on deck. 1 out, no runners on, a 1-0 count. Make it 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, in and out here. At the plate, Callie Boom, 2 for 3. As she gets a piece of that one, it stays fair, curls around, and that's going to go all the way into left field. Gurney will scoop it up, but not before Callie's on second with a double. That was as good of placement as you could have asked for. Bounced just fair, but then wrapped around into foul territory after already dropping in fair. A double for Callie Boom, and she is now 3 for 4 in this game. That is hit number 9 for T Area. 1 out, a runner on second. Abby Boom at the plate, who's 1 for 2 and has also been walked. Abby, a hard hit grounder over to second. King scoops it up, puts her away at first. Callie was able to advance to third, so a runner on third with 2 out situation here for Yankton in the field. Presley Benning at the plate for T Area. She's one of 2 players for her team without a base hit, but she's been walked twice. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. Every run here, Yankton needs to, well, essentially not give up. That one hits the zone, 1-1 your count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and a runner on third. Next pitch. A grounder right back to second. Again, King gets it. The throw to first makes it. And there will be no runs scored there, as it'll be no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base for T Area. The first 5 innings all the way through at 7-1. Titans currently lead this one into the top of the 6th. Leading off when we return, Gazelles at the plate. It will be Madison Musfelt, who did see a pitch there, but was unable to complete her at bat. Here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.
Midwest Insurance Agency values family. Our agency has been family run for over 60 years. We pride ourselves on excellent, knowledgeable customer service. This day and age, everyone is so eager to have an immediate response with a quote. But at Midwest Insurance, we take our time and evaluate your assets and make sure you are properly insured. We take those what-ifs very seriously. As we continue on our family business with hopes of our children, Brooke or Jet, taking over in the future, we will continue to be there for you always. Come be a part of our family. Midwest Insurance Agency, 3016 Piper Street, Yankton.
Back to the field, top of the 6th inning. Yankton trails 7-1, so essentially now you got to start thinking of it as they've got 6 outs to try and get 6 runs across. Leading off, Madison Musfelt takes the first pitch for a ball 1. Musfelt 0 for 1, had a sacrifice fly to score that 1 run for Yankton, was also able to reach by a fielder's choice. Grounds that one off to even up your count at 1-1. Musfelt at the plate, Churchma on deck with Daly Hughes in the hole. Top of the 6th inning, and Yankton needs runs. The 1-1 pitch. As that one hits the outside zone, 1-2 it makes it. One ball, 2 strikes. Musfelt working in the box. As a hard hit line drive is going to be scooped up and caught over at third. Play made by Paige Sabers. That's a tough one to watch end up in a glove. Brings up Kyra Churchma to the plate. Faces 1 out, no runners on. Now 5 outs for Yankton. No balls, 1 strike. Or excuse me, 1 ball, no strikes. Clicked the wrong button there as that one misses outside, ball 2. Churchma flew out to center her last at bat. On deck is Daly Hughes. As that one comes across high, 3-0 the count now. Churchma can be picky at the plate. Yankton needs runners on any way possible. 3-0 your count. As that one right down the pipe, 3-1. In this situation, though, a 3-0 count, smart to just hold off, force them to throw a strike first. 3-1 now the count. As that one comes across high, Churchma will be walked, and a runner here for Yankton. That's only the 2nd walk by Kaylin Hall in the game. Brings up Daly Hughes to the plate. Daly Hughes at the plate. 0 for 1 to start the game. Takes a called strike 1. She was walked in the 2nd inning. She had that one where you thought for sure was going to drop into right field, but an excellent play at second, making the catch. Hughes is swing and a miss, now down 0-2 in the count. On deck, Brooklyn King. Ava Gerard in the hole. No balls, 2 strikes, and out, and a runner on first. Hughes at the plate, gets a good piece of that one, fouls it off. She'll see at least 1 more pitch here as Yankton desperate for some runs. No balls, 2 strikes, and an out still. As Hughes fouls another one off, straight back it goes. Hughes fighting in there as a batter in the box. Churchma on first, 1 out here. As that one just misses outside, Hughes thought about it, held off. It's the right call as Kaylin Hall. A nice spot on that. Try and get the hitter to chase as she keeps fouling off the ones you throw in the zone. 1-2 now your count. Now 2-2. So Hughes battling back here in this at bat. 2-2 the count, she faces 1 out. A lot of the times this is when you get the for sure strike. And a swing and a miss. It's in the dirt. Throw down to second. Churchma slides in safely. As we'll have the kind of odd that happened twice now. Hughes will be out at first. His first was occupied on the strikeout. Churchma over to second. And it'll be the 5th strikeout for Hall in the game. At the plate now, Brooklyn King for Yankton. First pitch in the outside zone, 0-1 the count. Twice now we've seen a strikeout where the pitch was in the dirt. Runner took off from first, but an out at first due to first being occupied. It was the first time we saw it this year, and then it happened again. Only a couple innings later. Next pitch was a miss, ball 1. King looking for her first base hit here. Right back up it goes to Kaylin Hall. Hall over to first with a light throw, and that will be the 3rd and final out here in the top of the 6th inning. No runs off of no hits, no errors. 1 left on base there for Yankton. As to the bottom of the 6th inning, T-Area already leads at 7-1. They'll look to add on to that lead. Leading off here when we return, it'll be their cleanup hitter and their pitcher, Kaylin Hall.
Piper, the sign says it all. Flowers and gifts. The store is bustling with something new all the time. There are flowers for any occasion, weddings, anniversary, birthday, or just to say I love you. There's coffee, soups, dips, and sweets. Need to give someone a chuckle? The socks say it all. Home decor, candles, jewelry, memorial items are all found at your gift store of Pied Piper Flowers and Gifts, corner of 15th and Broadway in Yankton. You can also shop online, and best of all, we deliver too.
Back to the field, bottom of the 6th inning, as Churchma was on base, so she'll be late to trot out here. Gerard still firing in the circle. Churchma takes her spot behind home plate. As they will throw it down. That one in the dirt. Churchma down to second it goes. And we're to the bottom of the 6th inning. Yankton wanting to keep it as close as possible. They've already got a lot of work to do come the top of the 7th inning. Do not want to give up any more runs to try and have to earn back. Kaylin Hall now at the plate here. Hall takes the first pitch, misses outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes here. Has a grounder. That one off the glove of Burns and reaching safely is Hall. It'll be the first error of the entire game in the bottom of the 6th. There's now a courtesy runner again here in place of Kaylin Hall, the pitcher, as Kennedy Chesley will head over to first. Now at the plate, Ava Opland. Opland led off the 4th inning. She's 1 for 3 with a triple. She's got a runner on first, no outs. As a bunt attempt, fire down to second. The tag will get there in time. A great throw there by Churchma for out number 1. As we'll watch the Yankton-Winnelson replay, a great throw and tag there from the Gazelles to get out number 1. Now no runner. Pitch was called a strike. So Ava Opland, 0-1. Now an out, no runners on she faces. Next pitch well low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, no runners. Opland working in the box. Allie Wallum on deck. As that next pitch misses high for ball 2. Next pitch hits the zone, evens it up, 2-2. Gazelles got rid of the runner, now for the batter. As that one fouled off, staying in it is Opland. Looked like one of those where you maybe don't love the pitch, but it might be called, so you kind of throw your bat at it. A nice move there by Ava Opland to see at least one more pitch here. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count remains the same. The 2-2 pitch. A grounder over to third, but fouled off. Two, 1 out. Opland, another pitch she'll see here as she puts that one into play as Gerard picks it up and no one over on first as Opland will reach safely. Another base runner here. Gotta wonder if she would have picked that up anyways. We'll count it as a base hit because it was really just kind of awkwardly in the middle there of all the Gazelles fielders. With Allie Wallum now at the plate, 1 for 3, hit a single in that third inning. That pitch just misses, ball 1. One-0. That pitch outside, 2 balls, no strikes here. Gerard's last walk was in that 4th inning. As that one put high up, Schulte running back as she'll pull it in. Yes, not sure. Maybe looked like it popped out. They touched second just to make sure. As Haley will pull it in center field. Not an easy play there. 2 outs now. Paige Sabers at the plate. Pitch misses low, ball 1. Runner on first, 2 outs. Sabers faces. She's been walked twice here in the game. 0 for 1 as she grounded out. And her third at bat. Takes the next pitch for ball 3. Two balls, no strikes, and 2 outs here. That one high. Churchma fires down to first, reaching back safely as Opland. So a 3-0 count here as Sabers on the brink of her 3rd walk of the game. The 3-0 pitch, right down the pipe it goes, makes it 3-1. The 3-1 pitch is that one fouled off. That's going to drift further and stays in play, or in the field, I should say. Count now full. Yankton trying to send it to the final inning of play. Still is a 6-run game. They'll need a great top of the 7th as that one fouled off out of play. Count stays the same, still full count. With a full count, 2 outs, Opland always taking off for second right away because no matter what, you'll either be on second or you're heading back to the dugout. You're not going to get thrown out. 3-2, another pitch. A grounder into left field it goes. A nice hit and 2 runners here for T-Area. That is the 11th base hit for T-Area. They've hit the ball extremely well today. And not even just the top of their lineup. Their bottom half, too. Their 7, 8, 9 hitters all with a base hit now. And before that, the 5 and 6 hitters also. Only 1 player without a base hit. As that first pitch low and outside, ball 1 at the plate now is Piper Benning. She's 1 for 2, hit a double, was also walked in the 2nd inning. A swing and a miss there, evens up the count, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch here, just misses. Ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, runners on first and second. At the plate is Piper Benning. A swing and a miss makes it 2-2. Yankton hanging in there. This game's certainly not over. As a swing and a miss and a strikeout for Girard. That'll be her second here in the circle for the game, as that'll be no runs off of 2 hits, 1 error in the field, and 2 left on base for T-Area. Top of the 7th inning. The Gazelles need 6 runs to keep this game going, 7 runs to take the lead. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back when we return. Leading off is Ava Girard for the Gazelles.
When unexpected disasters strike in your home, you need to take action fast. Lucky for you, FloorTech Cleaning and Restoration is the fastest. Fire and water damage occur anytime. That's why FloorTech offers 24/7 emergency services to keep you safe and minimize damage. With locations in Yankton and Mitchell, South Dakota, as well as Pierce and Norfolk, Nebraska, FloorTech is never too far away. For more information and additional services, go to floortechrestoration.com.
Back to the field, top of the 7th inning here. Gazelles trail 7-1 on our Fox Stop of Yankton scoreboard. They need 6 runs to keep this game alive. First pitch is in for a strike. Girard, 1 for 2. Had a single in her last plate appearance. A grounder over to shortstop. That one picked up. A throw in the dirt and an error. Yankton gets an early base runner, and it's what they needed. That is the first error for T-Area in the ballgame. Yankton's only got 1 in the field. There's 2 total. Talk about a good day at in the field, as now batting here, it'll be Callie Koletsky in the place of Haley Schulte. Koletsky looking to advance. Girard, who's on first. On deck is Eliza Gurney. Yankton would love to have a couple base runners without an out. As Koletsky offered on the drag bunt attempt. 0-1 the count. As Koletsky in the left-handed hitter's box. When she's swinging, though, she'll be in the right-handed hitter's box. As that one fouled off, makes the count 0-2 right away. So Koletsky, as we've seen it, when she's got 2 strikes on her, then heads over to the other side of the box. A right-handed hitter. 0-2 your count, no outs. Ava Girard on first. A hard hit line drive as that one caught at shortstop and doubled up at first. And that's just a tough one. A hard hit line drive right at shortstop. And as Girard, you've got to be ready to run, so you can't. Just a nice defensive play there by T-Area. Eliza Gurney at the plate. A hard hit grounder up the middle. And again, a base runner here as Gurney now 2 for 3 in this game. Gazelles need one heck of a 2-out rally here. Now to the top of their lineup, Jocelyn Burns at the plate. And his base hit number 6 for Yankton in the game. As Burns takes a called strike 1. 1 for 3, hit a double in that 3rd inning. Ended up being the 1 score so far of the game for Yankton. That next pitch gets by to the backstop. Gurney takes off for second, reaches safely. 1-1 your count, 2 outs. Ken Yankton needing 6 runs here. It's going to have to be a heck of a 2-out rally. They've got some capable hitters, though, and they've hit well with 2 outs as Burns pokes that one into right center. Gurney's going to take off for home. The throw won't make it in time. Burns then down to second, and she'll be tagged out for the final out here. It will be a single credited for Burns, but then thrown out at second. Gurney scores it. and so 1 run off of 2 hits, 1 error, none left on base. And your final score here, 7-2. The T-Area Titans able to defeat the Yankton Gazelles early here on a Thursday. T-Area will advance to 5-9 on the season, while Yankton falls to 6-12. As Yankton back in action later today against the Harrisburg Tigers. That game at 5:30 will be live with pregame at 5 o'clock on Yankton Streaming. But a reminder, during this game, this series, we will be covering the JV game, as we'll be here. Might as well cover it. We'll run the scoreboard. We just won't have play-by-play for it. But we will have the junior varsity game streamed right here on Yankton Streaming. We'll take a break. When we return, our First Dakota National Bank post-game show, our Kaiser Heating and Cooling hot hitter of the game, our chat with head coach Jill Muth. All on the way here on Yankton Streaming.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
When do you need Siouxland oral surgery? When you need a specialist. From implants to extractions, wisdom teeth removal, and other facial or jaw-related issues, our board-certified oral surgeon specialists are here for you. With 4 locations, we offer fast appointments and flexible payment options. So when your mouth's in distress, call SOS. SiouxlandOralSurgery.com.
Hi, it's Linda with Linda's Angel Crossing in Yankton. Shopping for ladies' clothing, I carry tribal, Ethel, Lulu Bee, just to name a few, sizes 4 to 18 and plus sizes. In the nursery, you'll find copper, pearl, swaddles, and bibs, magnetic sleepers, organic and bamboo sleepers, ruffle butt, and so much more. The kids' sizes are 2T to 7, and that includes Under Armour. Check out the toy selection and my little golden books. Linda's Angel Crossing on Broadway in Yankton.
Yankton Rexall, located in the Meridian District, downtown Yankton, has Hallmark cards and decorations for every season. They carry many different items for that wedding, anniversary, or special birthday, along with collectibles like Precious Moments and Willow Tree. The pharmacy is home to the ever-popular Med Packs, and the toy store offers Melissa and Doug toys, Abdallah chocolates, and Sweet Shop candy. When you want something perfect for gift giving, find it at Yankton Rexall in the Meridian District on 3rd Street. Doctors Lane, Reed, and Cole Swatsky make up the SWAT Chiropractic team. Check out their new location at 2000 Summit Street, Yankton, South Dakota. At SWAT Chiropractic and Rehab, they'll treat your neck and back pain, headaches and migraines, plantar fasciitis, sciatica, sports injuries, elbow, knee, rotator cuff, nerve injuries, and more. SWAT Chiropractic, specialized wellness and therapy. Let them get you ready for wherever life leads you.
Hi, this is Spencer.
And this is Josh of Yankton Heating and Cooling.
When the weather is hot, the last thing you need to worry about is air conditioning.
With Yankton Heating and Cooling, we'll take away any worries and get your home cool and comfortable.
From AC repairs to new installation, we'll get the job done.
Stay ahead of the problems by joining our Comfort Club with 10-point inspections, priority placement, discounts on all sales and services, and much more.
Keep your home feeling cool, even during the heat waves,
with Yankton Heating and Cooling.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermilion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
As we return for our First Dakota National Bank post-game show, they're also our corporate sponsor. First Dakota has proudly supported the dreams and banking needs of their customers for over 150 years. They offer personal, business, and ag banking solutions for every stage of your journey with 2 locations, downtown and North Broadway, Yankton. We'll also have your Kaiser Heating and Cooling hot hitter of the game. Your final stats, 7-2. T-Area defeats Yankton. T-Area with 11 hits. Yankton had 7, each team with 1 error, as there was 5 left on base for the Gazelles, 10 left on base for the Titans, and a victory for T-Area. The batting for Yankton, Jocelyn Burns went 2 for 4 with a single and a double. Madison Gerard went 2 for 3 with 2 singles, also reached by fielder's choice. Madison Musfeld 0 for 2, but had a sacrifice fly RBI and reached by fielder's choice. Kyra Churchman went 0 for 2, was walked as well. Daly Hughes was 0 for 2, she was walked. Brooklyn King went 0 for 3 at the plate. Ava Gerard 1 for 3 and also reached by an error, had a single as well. Haley Schulte went 0 for 2, and Callie Koletsky went 0 for 1. And then Eliza Gurney, again a nice day of hitting for the 9th hitter for the Gazelles. Gurney 2 for 3. Time for your Kaiser Heating and Cooling hot hitter of the game. Yankton's original and most trusted heating and cooling professionals for over 76 years. Kaiser Heating and Cooling, 808 West 23rd Street of Yankton. Well, today our Kaiser Heating and Cooling hot hitter of the game. There are 3 players who realistically could get it between Jocelyn Burns, Madison Gerard, or Eliza Gurney. But today we're going to give it to Madison Gerard. She went 2 for 3. She also reached by fielder's choice, so she got on base every time she was at the plate, hit 2 singles, and overall just a very good game for her. As still do not see Coach Muth here for our post-game chat. I've been told or notified, though, that the Gazelles game against Harrisburg has now been moved, the varsity, to be played at 4 o'clock, so I do greatly apologize. We will be unable to cover the junior varsity game, as we will have to wrap up our equipment, haul it over to Sioux Falls, and reset up. As, you know, takes a little bit of time. Again, I do apologize for that, as I was under the impression that the game for varsity for the Gazelles was going to be at 5:30 in Harrisburg. It's now been moved up an hour and a half to 4 o'clock, so we will be unable to cover that JV game. I am going to real quick double check on that, though, so I'm going to have no audio here for just a little bit while I triple check, make sure on that, and we'll be back here in just a moment. And well, after a quick break, or maybe a longer break, we will have the JV game. So 5:30 start time in Harrisburg for the Varsity Gazelles. So we'll keep it here. We'll have your junior varsity game played. As I got a text from Muth, she's getting some food for the girls, and will probably come chat with me during the JV game. But you can keep it right here on Yankton Streaming. There's going to be no audio, but we will have the scoreboard and make sure we are live so that you can keep up with the JV game. Show them some love, give them some coverage, as I know they don't always. So we'll keep it here. We'll have no audio, and I'll get everything set up for the scoreboard here for the JV game between the T-Area Titans and the Yankton Gazelles. Keep it here. Yankton Streaming on YouTube. And your final score, the JV game, T-Area Titans winning this one 3-1 over your Yankton Gazelles. Again, more softball starting today as the varsity Gazelles take on Harrisburg at 5:30. We'll be live with pregame coverage starting at 5 o'clock. It'll be right here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll be with you in just a moment. Again, they play Harrisburg at 5:30 for first pitch. 5 o'clock, I'll be live with it here on Yankton, streaming on YouTube.